Hey guys, welcome to another video in Fusion Studios. Today we'll show you some hidden and unique features about the Samsung Galaxy S21 Ultra which you might have not known. The S21 series does not come with an adapter, so also the max supported adapter is 25 watts fast charging, although we get a C to C type charging cable. Also, one of the unique features about the Samsung Galaxy S21 Ultra is it is the first S series to support the S Pen. Also, we can note that the S Pen on any Note series will work on the S21 Ultra. And we will show you all the features that are supported on the S21 Ultra using the S Pen on the Samsung Galaxy Note 3. So first, to activate the S Pen, we need to click on the screen. So we get this pen icon. Clicking on the pen icon, we get the different features of the S Pen. And one thing to note is that we can only scroll this using the S Pen, we cannot use the finger, it will not activate. So the first feature is the magnification option. We have the option to magnify a certain part of the screen up to 300%. After selecting it, we just need to hover the pen over the screen, we don't need to touch it. Just by hovering, it will magnify that part of the screen. So this is the maximum magnification we can use, that is 300%. So the next option is the Pen Up app. It is a professional tool to draw and publish drawings in the community. So inside this we can see two options. So the first one is drawing option, which gives us a different selection of pens and brushes to draw on the screen. And the second option is selecting the photo from the gallery. So we can select any photo and then draw over it. Also, by turning on the internet, we can access the community page where we can see the different drawings posted by other people, and we can also post our own drawings in this community. The My Feed option shows the different publishings which we posted, and the coloring option shows the different sketches onto which we can color. Then we have live drawing and an option to participate in challenges. Next, we'll show you how to activate developer mode. So to activate it, we need to go to settings. Inside that, we need to select about phone. In that, we need to select the software information. And inside that, we need to click on the build number for 7 times. And this will activate developer mode. So using the developer mode, we can customize the phone even further by changing the various animation scales and even turning on features like USB debugging. Then we have a unique feature called as temporary mute option. So in the sound settings in the notification panel, there is an option to toggle temporary mute mode. So this will mute the phone for at least 1 hour. So inside the Wi-Fi settings, we have this interesting feature to share the Wi-Fi. So if we click on this, it gives us a QR code, and we can share this QR code to any friends to give the Wi-Fi password so that they can connect easily without entering the password. The next feature is the customizable side key control. So to access this in advanced features, there is the option to toggle side key. So the side key is actually the power key itself in the S21 Ultra, and we can customize to either press and hold or even double press, and this can be used to open Bixby or customized to open any other app you like. Then we have the video enhancer in the advanced option. This is later changed to video brightness after the update, and this helps us to enhance the video. Next is the feed function option. So in the S21 Ultra, if we press on the home and then swipe right, we can access the feed section, and we can toggle between Google Feeds and also Samsung Feeds as per your liking. This is the first Samsung phone to support the Google Feed. Next is the custom call background option. So we need to go to the dialer, then to the settings, and then we need to select the call background option. Then we can select the scene we want, and then we can customize the layout. And there are 2 types of layout as you can see here. Next we have the background option. So these are the different types of backgrounds. This is the first one, and the second and third is live wallpapers. So these are the different types of live call backgrounds, and this might cost more battery drain compared to other wallpapers. Next we have the AR emoji backgrounds. So we can set the AR emojis in our phone to our friends, or we can even make their own emojis and set it, and this will actually dance according to the ringtone or even the music it has default on it. Then we have the plus icon on top by which we can add any picture or video from the gallery as the call background. Next feature is the Samsung Tips app, which is available on most of all the Samsung devices. And inside this app, it gives all the information and features about this phone. Also gives features about the new updates coming on the phone. Next, we have the virtual video background, which we can access from the advanced features in the settings. So inside we have these 4 options. The first one is image. So we can customize the image on the background. We can set any image according to our liking. Then we have the color option, which means it will set the background color according to our dress we're wearing. Then we have the blur option, which blurs the background. Also we can select no effect option, and this can be used in Zoom, Duo or any other video calling apps. Next is the quick undo or redo feature. So this is a feature within the Samsung keyboard app. So if we swipe left, it undoes, and if we swipe right, it redos. So this is a very useful feature which helps us correct the mistakes using gestures. So inside the menu option of the Samsung keyboard, there is various useful features that I'll show now. So the first useful feature is the translate feature. So we need not use the Google Translate feature. We have this inbuilt in the keyboard. So if we type anything and we want to translate it, we can just translate it and then send it using this keyboard feature. Next we have the AR emoji function and the YouTube function. So if we open that, we get quick access to the trending songs and videos on YouTube. Then we have different modes of keyboard layout as a feature, and then we have the Samsung Bitmoji and the Google Mojito feature built in. Then the next feature is the ultra power saving mode, and this gives up to 3 days and 12 hours of battery life, and the switching to the ultra power saving mode is also very fast in the Galaxy S21 Ultra. Also, one thing to note is that we can use more apps in the ultra power saving mode in the S21 Ultra compared to the older generations. Next we have the unique feature called as reverse charging. To access that, we need to go to settings. Inside that, we need to go to battery and device care. Inside that, we need to go to battery, and there we can access the wireless power sharing option. So using this feature, we can share the power to any other smartphones, earbuds or any other smartwatches that support wireless charging. And also there's one unique feature built in inside this feature, and that's the battery limiter. So we can cut off the battery if it reaches the set limit. Now we'll show you how this works. We don't have the buds at hand, but we have another smartphone. So we have this LG G8X, which is wireless charging compatible, and we have kept it on the back, and as you can see, the charging is activated. Similarly, we can test this feature on the Samsung Active 2 watch we have here, and as you can see, the charging has started. Also, one thing to note is that we need to keep it exactly on the center of the smartphone for the charging to activate properly. For the first time, Samsung has given the feature to switch between the artificial and the natural color tones in the camera settings. So now we can switch between the natural looking selfies like we get in the iPhones and the Samsung edited versions like in the previous generation of the Samsung phones. So the next feature is the director's view. This is a useful feature for vloggers and video creators because they can switch between different camera shots instantly. So as you can see on screen, you get the zoomed version, the normal version and the ultra wide shot instantly on one screen. Then we have the option to turn on the front camera and the rear camera together in the director's view. So we have 2 modes in this. The first one is split screen mode, as you can see, and the second one is the floating mode. And within each mode in the rear camera, we can switch between the 3 modes of camera zoom. Next we have the Pro Video mode for the professional video creators. So the first option is to change the different mic settings. And this is the Omni settings where it captures the sound from all the directions. Then we also have the other customizations like the front, rear, and then we have the USB option, the Bluetooth mic, Bluetooth mix, and we can also change the decibels from positive to negative. Then we can customize the other options like in the photo mode, for example the ISO, shutter speed, exposure, the focus, the white balance, color correction and the zoom options. Then we have the custom filter options. So we need to access that by going to the filter icon, then clicking the plus icon and then selecting any image. The colors and combination in that image will be used to create the custom live filter. And if we like any settings we made, we can save it to the phone. We can also change the intensity of the custom filter. So the next feature is the extra shutter button. Swipe up the shutter button to enable the floating shutter button. So however large the smartphone is, we can place the floating shutter button according to our need. If we move the shutter button to the original position, it will disappear. Next feature is the raw image feature. So to activate this feature, in settings, inside that format and advanced option, inside we have the raw copies option. Inside that, if we activate it, what happens is while we take photos on pro mode, it captures a raw copy which we can use it to edit without losing quality. So after taking the photo, if we go to the gallery, we can see two photos here. So initially if you look at it, you won't find any difference. Even if we zoom it, there is no difference. To find the raw image, as you can see in the top right corner, there is a raw emblem, and that is how we understand if it is raw. And the main advantage of raw is that when we edit the photos, the quality and the details inside it will be more, so this enables us to do pro level editing. Also looking at the photo details, we can see the raw image is 10 times bigger file size than the JPEG image. So the next feature is the zoom with mic feature. To activate it, go to settings, advanced recording options, and enable zoom into mic. So while recording a video and when we zoom onto an object, we can see this mic icon, and what that does is it actually enhances the audio to that particular area according to the zoom. Next we have the AR zone, where we can create AR emojis and AR stickers. So like in the old Nokia Lumia series, we get to create an AR character and we can drag it or make it walk on a drawn path. Next we have the mask option, where it gets the AR character we created, and then according to our facial expressions like changes in our eye movements, lips and tongue, it mirrors it accordingly. Then we have the scene mode, where it changes the background, and also in this mode it mirrors our facial expressions like before. Then we have the mirror mode, where it shows us and the character together, and it also mirrors all the actions like the hand movement, leg movement all together. If we position the camera and get ourselves perfectly, we can even mirror the finger movements and it will change accordingly in the character. So inside the AR zone, we have the quick measure option. This can be used to measure all the dimensions of a certain object which we point the camera towards. We can also save this as an image in gallery so that we can look the measurements for further reference later. So as you can see the 9cm measurement which I did just now. Next option is the inbuilt scan option. So if we tap on any document, it shows the tap to scan option. So when we do that, it will crop the edges perfectly, and if we have internet, we can actually scan all the text and save it as a document. Also we can extract the text only, or we can save the photo which looks similar like a scanned document. Next, inside the gallery we have the video crop option. This feature does not work on long duration videos. As you can see, while editing this movie, we can only have the option for the trim, rotate and cutting the audio feature. Now let's check out the edit feature in the small video. So here we have some small videos. So in the edit option, as we can see, there are plenty of edit options. So here we have the crop option. Then we have the aspect ratio, 16:9, 4:3, 1:1, etc. Other than the crop options, we have filter, sticker and drawing options. We can also change the perspective of the video horizontally or vertically within the crop. And we can save the video as a new copy in different resolutions. So the next feature is the revert option. So to do this, choose any image and edit it by cropping or applying a filter, and after any time we can edit and choose revert option to revert back to its original form. One of the major things we need to consider is that, like the older generation, it does not save a copy after cropping an image. That's why instead they gave the revert option, and it does not consume any extra space. The last function is one of the major features known as the object eraser. To enable this, go to gallery, select any picture and then click on the edit icon, and then click on the menu button and select labs and enable this feature. This is a new built-in gallery feature for the S21 Ultra, where we can erase any small objects. This needs to improve in software update because when erasing large objects or normal size objects in the same areas, it causes some distortion. As you can see, while trying to erase these large icons, there is some distortion. But when we zoom in and select these small ones, there is no distortion and it removes it perfectly. So now let's move on to the Galaxy Active watch. So this is the aqua black color version of this watch. The silicone straps these come with is very soft and very comfortable to wear, and they come in a very slight blue tint with matte black finish, and the body is perfectly dark blue. We can use any fast charging adapter to charge the smartwatch, and it takes about 1 hour 30 minutes to hit the 100% mark. So there is 3 different power saving modes in this watch. One is standard, then we have power saving, then we have watch only mode. So in standard mode you get about 2 days, 11 hours and 56 minutes of battery standby, and this is approx 2.5 days of full usage, and in this mode literally all the features work. Then we have the power saving mode, which lasts about 7 days, 4 hours and 38 minutes, and that is approx 1 week. Only calls and message option will work in this option. Then we have watch only power saving mode, which is the largest, so it lasts about 41 days, 21 hours and 15 minutes. That is about approx 1.3 months. So in this mode the watch literally turns off and only the digital time works. So this maximizes the power saving, and that's why we're getting this long battery life. Also, all these times that I've said now is when the watch is at 100% full charge state. There is only 2 buttons on this watch. One is the back button and then we have the home button. The one on the right side is the back button, and below that we have the home button. The home button also functions as the power on off switch. So we have lots of watch faces in this watch, and the quality and originality is also pretty good in this Samsung Galaxy Active 2. So compared to the Galaxy watches, the Active 2 comes with a digital crown. The watch face that I'm using now has this glazing function which gives it a premium feel. Also, one unique feature is that Samsung gives one premium watch face free for every week. We need to check this in the Samsung store to acquire it. Then we have the option to set multiple watch faces from the Samsung Galaxy app. We can change it by tapping on the watch display. Then we have the custom watch face option, so we can take any picture and set it as a background, but the only drawback is that we can only set digital clock for this version. We cannot use analog clock in this method. Then we have the My Style feature. In this option we can select an image from the camera or in the gallery, or like you can actually take an image, and then in the colors we cropped from the vertical section of that image, it creates a set of patterns, and we can set the patterns as the background for your watch. And the advantage of this is in this mode we can set analog and digital face as per your liking. By holding the home button and swiping right, the Samsung Galaxy Active 2 takes a screenshot of the watch face at that moment, and it saves it in the watch, and also it gives a copy to the phone instantly. We also have the option to take scroll capture. So if we have a list to take a screenshot, this will be useful, and this also saves a copy on the watch and also on the phone. Now getting into the SmartThings app, there is a ring feature whereby we can find the watch by clicking on this. It will beep on the watch and we can find where the location is. So we can click on the Find My Phone function on the watch to find the phone respectively. We can also find the Galaxy Watch Active 2 using the phone by using the GPS navigation system. This gives the accurate navigation towards the watch if it is lost. So in the notification panel of the watch, we can see an icon which is a combination of the Bluetooth and headset logo, and this connects to nearby headsets automatically, and this lets us listen to music which is stored inside the watch. This smartwatch supports NFC, but even though it has it, it does not support Samsung Pay. All the Samsung phones nowadays in India support Samsung Pay, but they have not yet introduced it to the Samsung Galaxy watches. This is one of the major disadvantages of the Galaxy Watch, and this we can customize it ourselves and make this changes to the software and support Samsung Pay, but it's not fully secure. This is because the Samsung Galaxy watches run on Tizen OS instead of Android. So due to the security issue, Samsung haven't yet given the permission to support Samsung Pay. We have the option to download the voice recorder in the Samsung Galaxy Active 2 from the Samsung store. Similarly, we can also download the Samsung Music app. We can also download the remote camera control app from the Samsung store. This gives remote access to the smartphone camera, and we can use the shutter button on the watch to capture on the smartphone. Now let's check which all function is supported within this app in the Galaxy Watch. So as you can see, the photo mode is supported, the video mode is also working fine, the portrait mode is also working. The food mode is not working because it is not supported. Then night mode is supported. Moving to the left, pro mode is also supported. So only the food mode is not supported in this array of features. Then when we go to the more features, the single take is working. The panorama feature in the mode is not working, it's not supported on the watch. The portrait video mode is not supported yet. Then let's check the super slow motion mode. Okay, that is not supported. Then coming to the slow motion and hyperlapse, those are also not supported. But checking the pro video mode, it is supported on the smartwatch. Checking the director's view, it is not supported on the smartwatch. So while recording the video, if we turn on the smart remote control app on the smartwatch, the video which has been recorded will be stopped and it will be saved, and that same video mode we can see it has appeared on the watch. So the Samsung Galaxy Active 2 watch supports Bixby and also Google Assistant. Both works perfectly and it needs active internet connection. The Samsung Galaxy Active 2 can also support other apps which can be downloaded from the Galaxy store like weather, stopwatch, reminder, email, alarm, calculator, the Samsung browser and the Galaxy store. The only features which I found missing in this watch are the altitude meter, the air pressure meter and the SpO2 sensor. So these are all the unique and hidden features in the Samsung Galaxy S21 Ultra and the Samsung Galaxy Active 2. So if you watched this video till the end, congratulations, give us a like, share this video to your friends, and if you have any doubts, ask us in the comment section. Thank you for watching the video guys. Click on subscribe and the bell button to get our latest updates.